बेनजीर भुट्टो का
Benazir Bhutto, Benazir Bhutto.
बेनजीर भुट्टो की
December 27, 2007. Today was to be a day that would go down in history. Benazir Bhutto, the hope of Pakistan, a leader who was not afraid to pay the price for democracy, was on the stage. This brave woman, who returned to her people after years of exile, oppression, and threats, had risen from the ashes like a phoenix. Greeted with enthusiasm by thousands of people, this leader was there to give hope to her country again. But alas, we never know what fate has in store for us, do we? This was the moment when not only the life of a woman but the dream of democracy, the struggle for freedom, and the quest for justice of a country was shot. Benazir Bhutto's presence on this stage was not just the return of a political leader, it was the rebirth of a hope that her people had longed for. Of course, she knew that this path would not be easy. The obstacles and threats she faced did not deter her from her path, because Benazir Bhutto's courage was like a lesson she showed us at every moment of her life, always looking forward, without fear, without stepping back. The challenging path of leadership. Benazir Bhutto's life is the story of a step-by-step struggle on the difficult path of politics. At a young age, when her father, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, was serving as Prime Minister of Pakistan, she deeply felt the desire to serve her country. However, this idealistic journey would be shaped by an uphill struggle. The execution of her father was not only a loss for her but also a loss of hope for a people. This event strengthened Benazir's political consciousness and resolve, inspiring her to become not only a leader but a symbol of resistance. Her education at prestigious schools such as Oxford and Harvard helped her to develop not only her intellectual knowledge but also her leadership skills. However, this education was only the beginning. Benazir Bhutto, who made history as Pakistan's first woman Prime Minister.
History on this day in 1988, Benazir Bhutto was elected as Prime Minister of Pakistan. She became the first female leader to lead that country.
Not only served her country but also overcame the dangers and challenges she faced. Her leadership attracted the attention of not only her people but the whole world. While walking on this path, she faced not only political challenges but also deadly threats. She walked with courage and determination at every step because she knew that the price of being a great leader is a great struggle. This period of Benazir Bhutto's life laid the cornerstones of her strong character and leadership vision. These first steps in her political career show us once again what a strong and determined leader she was. Return from exile and steps full of hope. After years of a difficult life in exile, Benazir Bhutto returned to her homeland in 2007. This return lit a ray of hope not only in her heart but in the hearts of the entire Pakistani people. The light in their eyes shone with longing and anticipation. Bhutto's return was like a gospel of salvation, for her people were looking forward to the day when she would return to their midst. However, while Bhutto's return brought great hope and enthusiasm, it also brought deadly dangers. The rally organized in the first days showed the people's faith and commitment to this new beginning. But amid this enthusiastic crowd, a terrorist attack cast a dark shadow over everything. Hundreds of people lost their lives in the bomb attack. It shattered the heart not only of a leader but of an entire nation. But Benazir Bhutto, far from fear, continued on her way without letting go of her courage. She believed that the greatest victory in this world was to win the struggle of her people for democracy and freedom.
To save Pakistan and to save democracy, because we believe democracy alone can save Pakistan from disintegration and a militant takeover, then we are prepared to risk our lives and we are prepared to risk our liberty.
Although there was great pain that day, her courage and determination never shook the hope and faith she gave to her people. Bhutto always emphasized the importance of moving forward without fear, with strength and love. For her, the real victory was not only for herself but for the whole of Pakistan to move towards a better future. Benazir Bhutto's return from exile and the great love shown to her by the people once again demonstrated her vision of leadership and her deep connection with her people. The difficulties experienced during this period remind us of the strength of her courage and leadership. And that black day. December 27, 2007. On that day, a rally was held in the heart of Rawalpindi. Benazir Bhutto was there in the midst of a huge crowd as a symbol of a hopeful future. People were greeting her with enthusiasm, waving placards, and shouting slogans in support. This moment seemed to be a day full of hope and optimism, a day when a leader met his people. However, that hopeful atmosphere suddenly turned dark. Suddenly, a bomb exploded in the crowd, followed by gunshots, casting a dark shadow over this beautiful day. At that moment, the chaos around Benazir Bhutto's car caused the hopes of not only a leader but millions of people to suddenly disappear. The attack was not only a tragedy but also a deep blow to the heart of a nation. Bhutto's moment among her people, unfortunately, remains in the memory as the darkest moment of hope and freedom. On that day, not only the life of a leader but also the future of a country and its democracy was under serious threat. The assassination left a deep wound in the soul of both Bhutto and all the people behind her. It was not just a loss, but a day when all the dreams, all the hopes of a people were lost. This black day showed us once again how strong Benazir Bhutto's leadership and the commitment of her people to her was. It also showed how vulnerable democracy, freedom, and hope can be. Mysteries and conspiracy theories behind the assassination. In the immediate aftermath of Benazir Bhutto's tragic assassination, there were many theories about the real culprits behind it. There were many speculations: Al-Qaeda's alleged involvement, government negligence, or even an internal conspiracy. Each theory emerged in the hope of shining a light in the effort to illuminate the truth behind this complex event. However, each of these claims required in-depth investigation and scrutiny. Hundreds of reports, expert assessments, and security measures attempted to uncover the dark spots behind this event. But despite all these efforts, no clear conclusion could be reached on the real culprits and motivations behind the assassination. The events of that day have left a deep wound in Pakistan's politics, a wound that is still fresh. The assassination not only claimed the life of a leader but also dealt a major blow to a country's sense of security and stability. This complex case was not only a murder case but also exposed the deep fears and insecurities of a nation. Bhutto's assassination, an unsolved enigma in every aspect, remains a black stain on Pakistan's political history. Beyond the tragic end of a leader, it symbolized a nation's search for justice and truth. In memory of a hope. The assassination of Benazir Bhutto cast a dark shadow over not only the life of a leader but also the hopeful future of a nation. What happened that day was not only a tragedy but also a great blow to all the ideals of a nation and its struggle for democracy and freedom. However, Bhutto's legacy lives on not only in the past but also in the present and the future. Her courage, determination, and fight for freedom remain in the hearts of the Pakistani people as an immortal hope. Bhutto's life symbolized not only a struggling leader but also the belief of her people in a better future. She set an example that will always be remembered and cherished. Her inspiration will continue to give courage and hope to the future leaders not only of Pakistan but also of the whole world. Today, keeping her memory alive and honoring her struggle is not just a moment of silence, it is also a celebration of her values and ideals. Benazir Bhutto's life will always remind us how important it is to fight for freedom, hope, and faith. We honor her and salute her unforgettable struggle and legacy with gratitude. Benazir Bhutto's life is not only the story of a leader but also the story of a woman's unrivaled struggle and indestructible faith in her people. Her life reminds us that we should always struggle with great determination, fight for freedom, and never lose hope. So, what do you think is the most important thing we expect from our leaders? Don't forget to share your comments with us. Your opinions are very valuable to us. If you like our video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. See you in our next video, take care, and stay full of hope.